Jai Hind everyone, I am Prabhat Kumar and I welcome you all to PYQ Academy. In today's video, I am going to discuss the solution of geography portion of UPSC CAPF examination 2020. Okay, so let me take my pen first. Okay, so coming to the first question. In the first question, it is given that natural population change is calculated by. Okay, that means how you are going to calculate the population change in a particular country. Okay, suppose a country is having 100 crore population and change means either it is increasing or decreasing. So suppose there are 20 crore, okay, birth and 10 crore deaths. Okay, then total change will be 100 plus 20 and minus 10. That means totally 110. So there is change of 10 crore. So this is question is asking. So subtracting the death rate from the birth rate, uh, multiplying the death rate with birth rate, adding the death rate with birth rate, and subtracting the birth rate from death rate. No, what we did, subtracted the death rate from birth rate. Okay, so option A is our answer. Option A, subtracting the death rate from the birth rate. Here you can see also, it is directly given in NCERT geography chapter. Means human geography 12th class, that growth equals to birth minus death. Okay, and in it is in normal terms. In real terms it can migration factor will also be added, so birth minus death plus in migration plus out migration. Okay, so let's move to next question. Our answer is option A, a long narrow stretch of sand or shingle with one end attached to mainland. Okay, this is a question from uh, chapter landforms. Okay, which you will find in class 11th geography and CERT. Okay, uh, so and this is a very important chapter. Each and every year, at least one or more than one question is being asked from this chapter. Generally, the students leave this chapter because the chapter is so lengthy and it is having so much information. But each and every year's questions are asked. Okay, so the answer of this question is sand spit. The question was asking about a long narrow stretch which is having attached to mainland. Okay, so here you can see spits may develop also attached to headlands and hills. Okay, so by this reference, answer is option A. Let's move to next question. Which one of the following does not illustrate the importance of coral reef? Coral reef. The questions related to coral reefs has been asked a number of times. Okay, so this coral reef topic is very important. Although you will not find a detailed uh, information about coral reef in any NCERT. So for this, either you go for Google search or go and read GC Leong. Okay, there you will find a very good information about coral reefs. Now come to answer. Okay. The first statement is they provide employment to people. Yes, they provide employment. You can see here in the image. Actually, coral reefs are very diverse ecosystem inside water. Okay, so uh, they are having this corals of composition CaCO3 calcium carbonate, and this is providing ecosystem for various organisms living inside water, uh, whether it is fish or any other organisms. Okay, so this provides a source of food. Okay, and this source of food provides source of employment generation for the people living in that area. Okay, so yes, this is correct. They supply building material. Yes, CaCO3 can be used as building material. So yes, they protect shoreline from storms. Yes, they protect shoreline from storms because suppose there is coral reef and suppose a storm is coming, so it is going to minimize the effect uh, or minimize the speed of the tides. So yes, it will happen. And the last option is they protect communities from earthquakes. No, they cannot absorb the shock of earthquake. So our answer is option D. Okay, so let's move to next question. Which one of the following statements about the acacia tree are correct? a very known, this tree is very known. So this is this I took this image from NCERT of I think class 9. Okay. Class 9 NCERT is also very good. So there you will find in the chapter natural and vegetation the thorn forest crops. Okay. So the acacia is an example of thorn forest. Okay. Tree which is found in thorn forest. You can see acacia, palms, euphorbiums, and cacti are main plant species found in. So it has shallow root system which enables it to find moisture. Yes, this is correct. It has thorny leaves to prevent water loss. Yes, and it has a wide crown to foliage can absorb maximum sunlight. This is also true. Answer is option B. All of the all the three are correct ones. Okay, so let's move to next question. In which of the following states high-yield varieties of food grains were introduced as a part of first phase of Green Revolution? Okay, so in agriculture chapter you can find this information. Although it is a very easy question because in general we know that Punjab and Haryana were the states, and mostly the first phase of Green Revolution was limited to Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. Okay, so in these states, in these region, only you will find a large farmers who are producing rice and wheat in a very large amount. Okay, so answer is option D, 3 and 4. The distance between two successive crests or trough of a sea wave. Very simple question. This question can be asked in science also. So suppose this is a wave. So this is asking about distance between two successive crest or trough, and this is nothing but wavelength represented by lambda. So answer is option A, wavelength. Okay. This is a question related to world map. Okay, and where which one of the following is not a Mediterranean country? That means which country doesn't share border with Mediterranean Sea? Okay, so here you can see that these are the countries sharing border with Mediterranean Sea, and these are known as Mediterranean countries. So Algeria is there, Libya, Tunisia, okay, and Egypt is also there, but North Sudan is not. Okay, these are, but North Sudan is not. North Sudan shares border with the Red Sea. Here you will find north near in the south of Egypt. So our answer is option C. Okay. So each and every year question comes from world map. Okay, world map. So you must revise all the different important water bodies and the countries having border with those water bodies. Okay, and these are the simple questions. You just need to remember the location. Which of the following karst landforms largest side? I said in the earlier question, the chapter landforms. Okay, very important. So this question is taken from that chapter, and the answer is option A, Polgy. Although it is not a easy question because I have to do so much analysis. After that, I got this answer. But please go through this chapter because each and every questions are being asked. So answer is option A. Singapore is known as port of call. Actually, this port of call thing was in news. That's why this question has been asked. So, port of call. The meaning of port of call is that it is on the main route where ships used to anchor for refueling watering, and taking food items. Okay. So, suppose let's take an example of Singapore. Singapore is here near state of Malacca. Okay. So here is Singapore. So what happens now? So ships coming from, suppose it took oil tank or oil ship is coming from, suppose Qatar. So it is coming like this, and so suppose it is going up to China. Okay, like this. So here it will come and go for refueling, and this is not its destination. So this facility is known as port of call. So the answer is option C. Refueling, watering, and taking food items. So match the list 1 with list 2. So here you can see in the list 1 it is given name of shifting cultivation and the country. So you must be thinking why UPSC asked this question, because in agriculture chapter, okay, in agriculture chapter you will find this in class 10 NCERT. The first page itself, it has given the names of zooming cultivation in various local name of zooming cultivation in various countries. Okay, that's why it is asking. So remember the sigma rule, that if any question is UPSC asking, then there is a means more than 70% chance that it must be given in NCERT. Okay, so come here, milpa in Mexico. So match milpa with Mexico. Okay, and then mashol with Central Africa. So Central African countries is here inside. Then roca roca in Brazil. Okay, roca in Brazil. And then you can see here Ladakh. Where is Ladakh? Ladakh in Indonesia. So you will not find Ladakh, but last is only option left is Malaysia, and Malaysia and Indonesia is not too far, so the name can be similar. So our answer is A4 yes, and then B3. So option A. Okay, so answer is option A. So let's move to next question. Transition zone of a very natural vegetation occupy the boundary between two adjacent and differing plant communities is known as. Okay, or very natural vegetation occupying. So the question is asking what, suppose let's take two. So this is land and this is water, and suppose this is beach. So this is a transition zone and this is known as ecotone. And this zone of ecotone has is having a very high diversity of living organism, whether it's plant or animals. Okay, for example, mangrove is an example of ecotone and which is having a very high diversity. So answer is option B, ecotone. This is a question asked from environment topic. I took this in geography. So this next question, which one of the following statements is not correct? Okay, mahogany is a timber species of tropical rainforest. Yes, this is true. Yes, here ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber, cinchona, these are of tropical rainforest. Then chaparral vegetation is found in taiga climate. Yes, lichens are predominantly found in tundra region. Yes, sal is a representative species of moist deciduous. No, not moist deciduous but dry deciduous. Here you can see all these statements are directly taken from NCERT. The dry deciduous forests are found in areas, and this, and you can see here examples are teak, sal, people. So sal is an example of dry deciduous, not moist deciduous. So this is wrong. So our answer is option B. Okay. So suppose you don't know about these statements, but you know that this is definitely wrong. Then also you can uh, mark your correct answer. Okay. So let's move to next question. The Cartesian protocol, another question from environment. Okay, but I took in this geography portion. So it is talking about Cartesian protocol. I took all these environmental conventions which is important for you. Please remember all these. Okay. So here you can find Cartesian protocol on biosafety. Okay. So biosafety answer is option B. First was combat the greenhouse gases to reduce global warming. Okay, so for greenhouse gases it is Vienna Convention, UN triple FC. This will be UN Convention on Combat Desertification. This is for UNCCD. Okay, UNCCD. Combating ozone depleting substances. This is Montreal Protocol. Okay, and this is UN triple FC. Okay. So answer is option B. So remember all these conventions. Next question is River Kaveri has well-developed valley. Valley of River Alaknanda is still growing, and River Krishna is largest east flowing with peninsula. We know that Godavari is the largest east flowing river in peninsula. So let's eliminate option 3. Now we are left with option A and 2. So in NCERT it is given that the peninsular drainage system is older than the Himalaya one. This is evident from broad, largely graded shallow valley. Okay, and the maturity of rivers. That means the peninsular rivers are more mature than Himalayas, and the mature rivers are having a good valley, a good well-developed valley. So yes, Kaveri is a peninsular river and it is having a well-developed. So valley it is 2. And the value of river Alaknanda is still growing. This is also true, and this can be cited from this statement only, because Alaknanda is a Himalayan river which is still in the youth stage. Alaknanda is in the youth stage, so it has a scope of development of its value. So both 1 and 2 statements are correct. So our answer is option B, 1 and 2. Okay, so let's move to next question. According to Köppen's climate. Köppen climate is very important. Each and every means, although in UPC civil services there is Köppen climate is not important, but in exams like CDS, CAPF, and NDA, you will find various questions asked from this Köppen climate. And in that chapter, in climate chapter of NCERT class 11, the classification of world climate is given, but not India climate. So I took this image for you. So remember all the Köppen classification of India's climate. So you will find CWG. The question was asking about Great Northern Plain, and this whole area is nothing but Great Northern Plain, and it is represented by CWG. So our answer is option A. Okay. Next time question related to any other can also be asked. So please remember this chart. Next question is which among the following stations receive maximum rainfall? Okay. So if you are not going through this page of NCERT, it will be little bit difficult, or I can say it, yes, it will be a difficult question for you, because you cannot go with these are near place to near to itself. So let's solve this question by the help of this map. In the map you can see, um, so you can see Delhi can be here, okay, Delhi, and Bangalore can be here, and let's take Hyderabad can be here, and Raipur can be here. So now compare. So the, the region which is shaded dark is having the largest rainfall. So among all the 4, Raipur is under dark shade. So Raipur should have the largest rainfall. So our answer is option B. Okay. So this was a very important question directly taken from or has a reference from NCERT. Next question, a very good question. Which among the following countries does not have common boundary with South Africa? Okay. So it directly checking how much you remember the world map. So this is South Africa. It has border with Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Namibia. Okay. Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, but not with Zambia. Okay. So our answer is option A, Zambia. Let's move to next question. Okay. We are over with all the questions. I think there were 17 to 18 questions, and level was easy to moderate. Okay. Some tough questions were also there, but out of I think 17 to 18 question, I think 14 plus can be done. Okay, 14 plus, leave 4 or 5 questions which are tough, little bit tough, or it can be done by more revision. Okay, so you should go with NCERT first, complete your NCERT. Okay, then if you find some topics not in NCERT, you can cover this from GCLM. Okay, so that is the authentic source, because geography is one of the easy portion than other subjects. Okay, so I think I'm clearing my each and every explanation. If you have any doubt in any question, please comment, or you can contact me directly in my different social media handles. whose link is given in the description. And for PDF, please join this PYQ Academy channel. Other than PDF, I will be also uploading various important information related to this examination. And you can also directly message me on Instagram for any kind of doubt related to examination. Okay. So if you like the video, then please share it to all those who are preparing for these examinations. Okay. And so till then, thank you so much.